Sith Council V2 is one of Jedi Academy's most well-known and played maps. It was released in 2005 by Kahn in his teenage years, during the golden age of the modding scene. This was around a year after the release of version 1 of his map, which was also very successful. I recently caught up with Kahn to discuss the map 20 years after its release. We started off talking about how he got introduced to the game and how it led to him learning how to map.
I got introduced to the Jedi Knight series with Jedi Outcast. My buddy who got me into Star Wars made me buy the game. One of my favorite maps from Jedi Outcast was Griffin Claw's Jedi Council. While some of the creators were bringing their maps over to Academy, it didn't seem like we were actually going to get this one. So for some reason I decided to make my own map. But before I got into Jedi Academy, I played the original Warcraft and Starcraft. I think these games really got me into level making and being creative with triggers and secrets. So with Sith Council, I knew I couldn't completely copy Griffin Claw's council map. So I decided to make a Sith Council version. Since I started just learning mapping, I knew it wasn't going to be the most aesthetically pleasing map. Once version 1 came out, it seemed to be some kind of a hit, so I knew I had to make version 2, and that one really kind of blew up. Pun intended.
As of today, it's achieved 117,000 recorded downloads in its lifetime, making it one of the game's most downloaded files ever.
I remember one time, so it was first released on jk2files.com, and I had somebody running that website reach out to me and basically say, hey, we see your map is always in the top 10 downloads. Can you stop clicking the download link to fake the downloads? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I don't know if somebody else was spamming the download or if these are all real downloads. But they thought it was suspicious by how many people were downloading this map at one point.
The map itself, on the face of it, isn't anything that makes you go, wow. So what makes it so special? Well, in my opinion, maps like Sith Council V2 have what more fancier looking maps don't. Character. The map is teeming with it. Everywhere you look, there's something to do, somewhere to explore with your friends. When I see a visually impressive map, I'm often blown away. But I'm gonna move on and forget about it pretty quickly. This map, and others like it, encourage imagination. They're immersive, and your thoughts on the visuals are quickly replaced with thoughts like, are there any secrets behind this wall?
All those little secrets, trying to come up with them, was my favorite parts. I had a lot of fun creating them, designing them. You got the secret cave down below to try to find the tombs, the other secret cave below the Sith Council room, and you had to be facing a certain way to be able to activate it. Definitely had people reach out to me trying to get the secrets from me, but I made sure not to tell anybody.
Kahn clearly made Sith Council V2 with the intention of making something he thought was cool and fun, which in my experience usually produces the absolute best maps. It's art in every sense of the word. What surprised me from talking to Kahn is just how much of the map was personal to him.
So I try to take inspiration from many things. You got the dojo room, that's from the Matrix movie. But something like the cafeteria, that was actually my high school cafeteria. I didn't know what to do, and I ate lunch in there every single day, and I put that into the map. And the washrooms are actually my childhood house's washrooms. And the Kahn bedroom, that's the bedroom I grew up in. So if you ever played with me, I was sitting at that computer, at that desk, playing in my room in the map.
Kahn went on to make version 3, which added a lot of cool things, but it also removed a lot of beloved areas. In the end, most players stuck with playing on version 2. But what about version 4?
So after Sith Council 3, I did actually start to make a Sith Council 4. I had a lot of ambition on it. I actually started mapping it. I wanted the outdoor area to look like that old church in Barcelona, Sagrada Familia. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I had it all mapped out where the front doors to get into the building. I had the pillars. I had the outdoors going over the building. I wanted that outdoor area to be really huge, actually be able to do space battles in there. But really the brush limits were limited for me. I was just going off to college. I didn't have as much free time anymore, and things kind of went to the wayside, and I never was able to complete it.
Personally, I have a lot of fond memories of this map from playing it over the last 20 years. Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of times where me and my friends have spent hours fooling around and exploring it, trying to find the secrets. The map has stood the test of time and continues to be played on servers to this day.
It's weird to think back that I was able to make this thing that so many people did enjoy at, I guess, such a young age, which, I learned how to do on my own. There really wasn't YouTube videos at that time. It was just all on the forum. You ask questions, and you have to kind of learn it on your own, right?
It's been a real joy making this, getting to know Kahn, understanding the history of the map, and, ironically, learning little secrets about the map to this day. As part of my final question, I asked Kahn what he's up to these days and if he still plays the game.
Yeah, so in my 9 to 5, I'm a quality engineer for an automotive factory, but in my spare time, I do woodworking projects. I have a CNC and laser engraver. I work with all kinds of materials like wood, slate, and tumblers, and many of the projects seem to be Star Wars related. I don't play the game anymore. I would sign in once or twice a year after college. I play the Christmas in Whoville map around Christmas time, kind of get me in the festive mood, but eventually I did stop.
Thanks again to Kahn and everyone else who made this video possible. If you've never checked Sith Council out, I'll leave a link in the description on where to get the map. And if you're interested in seeing any more of these map retrospective videos, let me know in the comments.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of cool to think back on that I made this map at such a young age and how much people enjoyed it.